and welcome to this edition of Olsem Wanem. Motor vehicle accidents are one of the most common causes of serious injury in Papua New Guinea. The leading agency in the area of road safety is the National Road Safety Council. It was established by an Act of Parliament in 1997. Its main statutory functions include promoting awareness and education on road safety, as well as exercising enforcement on road users who are not in compliance with the acceptable and proven principles of road safety.
Basically carry out two major functions. One is we carry out a massive awareness campaign through media and also going around villages, schools and marketplaces or PNB operators. And also we conduct enforcement operations, basically to check all vehicles must be roadworthy, make sure they are registered and insured, and the drivers must have the current driving license, and that they have to operate on their right route, designated routes, which they have been issued licenses. So, as a driver, you make sure that you have a driving license, and you must be sober, and you have to complete your routes, and making sure that the vehicle is in a running good condition. It is your duty. If you see that the vehicle is unroadworthy, then your duty to making sure that tell the owner to make sure he picks it up. If you're a passenger, then making sure that your part of your body must be in the vehicle, no overloading. A lot of people are being overloaded, and they've been killed on our roads, on the highways currently. And a lot of passengers, they seem to be hanging on the doors all the time, especially in the morning peak hours. About 10 or, just imagine about the doorway. 5 to 10 people, they're hanging on the door, you will see that. As a pedestrian, sometimes you will see that when they're walking. Some of them, they will be riding right close to the road, or in the middle of the road too. They're not even scared, because sometimes the vehicle travel at a very high speed. Or sometimes the vehicles are being chased by police. The rule is this: when they are about to cross the road, they have to wait at a crossing side, see first both sides of the road, the left and right, and see whether the road is cleared, or when the vehicle comes to a complete stop. That's the time they're supposed to cross the road, you see. Then drivers, they know that they are under influence of alcohol, or they are unlicensed, or they are inexperienced drivers. They are doing it, you see. Even owners too, they know that the vehicle is never been gone for a service. And then they are putting it on the road. Directly they are killing the people, you see. So the responsibility, everybody has to play a part in there. I think that's the way I think all of us will solve this current high rate of road accidents happening in the country, because like driver, for example, he has to play his part. And the passenger, they have to play their part as well. Or if he's a pedestrian, then they've got the responsibilities to play. And then like a government agencies like National Road Safety Council, police, Department of Transport, will play our part. And then when all of us play our part, I'm pretty sure we will all minimize the current high rate of road accidents that are happening in the country. Because if you only allow only one to do, like Road Safety Council, for example, we are trying all our best to minimize the current road accidents. But I see that a lot of people, they have an attitude problem, and the message that we are wasting our time, our effort, the resources, logistics that we have put in. Some, yes, they are taking it, but others, they tend to forget about it and they don't really care.
Last year, the National Road Safety Council and the Department of Education established a partnership by signing a memorandum of understanding to introduce road safety into the education curriculum.
So what we are doing is in line with the education department's theme and vision for the year.
The council drafted the teacher's resource book with the long-term measures to minimize deaths on the road. Later, it was simplified by teachers, curriculum and standard officers from the Department of Education, together with officers from the National Road Safety Council. It also went through several consultations by other teachers before it could be printed and distributed to schools to teach. From statistics, the council said young children between the ages of 1 to 15 years are at more risk of being killed in road accidents. However, Mr. Terama said the resource book is yet to be published.
The book is ready. We did our PIP submission and it has never been founded. The book is still sitting here with us. So once the government are able to fund this project, then we will do a mass production and distribute right around the country to educate the school children.
The council believes teaching road safety among children in schools will save more lives.
Welcome back to Olsem Wanem. In any type of accident or disaster, be it land or air, there is a critical set of procedures to follow, which is designed to save lives. In all cases, there must always be consideration for emergency care and emergency services. We take a look at what these services are in the modern day PNG and ask if they are enough. But first, we review the history of accidents in PNG, learning from the past and the data collected. In 2009, a complete tally of road accident records by the PNG police indicated that of the 215, NCD had the most number of fatal cases, with Maraba and Western Highlands following. Of the cases that were hospitalized, 159 cases were recorded in NCD, with Western Highlands, Maraba and Eastern Highlands close behind. Of the same year, 2009, the emergency departments at Port Moresby General Hospital concluded a 7-month review of road traffic accidents. Of the 251 total victims recorded, 73% were live victims with injuries requiring treatment, and 27% were death cases. Of the 182 people who needed medical attention, 14 were drivers, 36 were pedestrians, and 132 were passengers. 10 out of the 14 drivers were intoxicated with alcohol, while 13 of the 26 pedestrians had consumed alcohol. Of the drivers, 8 did not wear seatbelts. And of the 36 pedestrians, 13 were due to hit and run by taxis, 11 were between the age of 2 to 10 years, and the oldest being 80 years old.
Equally important to the National Road Safety Council and the Traffic Police are the emergency care and emergency services within the country. When it comes to road accidents in PNG, these services are extremely crucial in saving the lives of persons involved in an accident. However, these services are very limited. We take a look at the capital city of Port Moresby as an example. It holds the highest number of road accidents in the country. The question is, what emergency care and services are available?
Okay, in ambulance service we respond to medical emergencies and also accidents and emergencies. We provide the first aid care as well as transport for transporting patients to hospitals and clinics around the city. We have about 5 working ambulances right at the moment. And we have a permanent station up at Gero Hospital with 1 vehicle, and all the others are based here at the St. John headquarters. We have about 80 ambulance staff, paid staff, including the provincial stations. To start with, St. John is a charity organization. It's a non-government and it's the charity arm of the Queen of England. And Queen Elizabeth is the head of the organization. And in Papua New Guinea, it's been in operation for over 50 years now, and the Governor General is the chairman of the organization, and governed by the St. John Council of Papua New Guinea. All funding agent is the government. The government fund all ambulance operations all year round. And we do get donations and support from private companies and corporate organizations. So we have Moresby as headquarters, but we have branches around the country, and the major one being the Wewek ambulance service. We have Kupiano and Hula, and we are also working on negotiation with to start open up branches in Leh and Bulolo. In St. John, we get callers through our emergency numbers. It's 111. It's a nationwide number. But as I said, this is a nationwide number, and in a day we get about 2,000 to 3,000 calls, and about 99% of these calls are fake calls, and that's all the time. And when real emergency calls come in, we don't get them. They can't get through, and that's one of the challenges or problems we have. We are equipped to handle road accidents and medical emergencies, and also we respond to from hospital to hospital patient transfers. And we do medivac from hospital to airport and airport to hospital as well. As city and the population expands, we are prone to more accidents. And I can say that in Port Moresby alone, we almost have 2 to 3 motor vehicle accidents each day. The other challenges are that as the population grows and more and more vehicles coming onto the road these days, and many road users do not respect the lights and sirens on ambulances. And many times we have really difficulty getting to the sites in time. My appeal to the public is that this ambulance service is a very vital humanitarian service, and to be able to extend this service successfully, we need the public cooperation in every aspect. First of all, they should not use this 111 number as a line that they can call to make fun with. And secondly, is that should anyone out there faced with a medical emergency or any traffic accidents, they should not move the casualty. If they call and they cannot get through the emergency lines, they should seek assistance from bystanders. If anyone have fair knowledge about first aid, they should get assistance from them. And if they do get through, they should wait, because it pays to wait a good 5 or 10 minutes than doing things without knowing and handle the patients inappropriately. That can lead to death before they seek medical attention. Thirdly, I think most harassment to ambulance staff and on the vehicles have become apparent these days, and many of our vehicles have smashed glass and all this from drunkards and people who do not respect the service. Ambulance, maybe they think that it's not, they not need them, but someday in life they will come to need this as vital service, so they should allow this ambulance to run freely.
You're with Olsem Wanem. When we come back after the break, we go behind the scenes at a National Road Safety Council roadblock in Port Moresby. Also to come, more with the traffic police. The most common types of roadblock in the nation's capital is performed by the National Road Safety Council. Their mission is to educate, raise awareness and save lives. Their mission has been ongoing. However, this year they've amped up nationwide awareness.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you?
Here is a National Road Safety Council roadblock, monitoring vehicles and ensuring all are complying with the law. The agency has within their powers to enforce the law on unregistered vehicles, unlicensed drivers, illegal taxi vehicles and confiscate unroadworthy vehicles, to name a few.
We set up roadblocks just to educate and make awareness for the motorists and vehicle owners we educate them. Our main objective is to save lives on the public road. Most of the roadblocks that we set up from 8 to 4 is to get rid of unroadworthy motor vehicles off the public road, just to save lives. Most of the offenses or the defects that we come across, drivers, they don't have driving licenses. And also, the vehicles are mainly taxis, illegal taxis. They do run under white plate, put a cab and plate numbers. Mostly when the vehicle is unregistered, under National Road Safety or Motor Traffic Act, we have to impound the vehicle, and then the owner or the company can come and register the vehicle and then take it out. My message to them is, if the drivers or the owners, if they don't have a license, my advice to them is, can you get a license for the driver or the person who is driving the vehicle or the owner? Can you follow the Motor Traffic Act? All the unroadworthy motor vehicles, we will take them off the road. If it's unregistered, we will definitely take them off the road. Most of the roadblocks that we are setting up is to save a life, to minimize the accident rates that are in Papua New Guinea.
Motor vehicle accidents can occur unexpectedly, quickly and at any point in time. Here is one example of a busy stretch of road in the nation's capital, Port Moresby. The National Road Safety Council deploys officers here regularly to appeal to the public. Just meters away is a bridge overpass dedicated for the pedestrians to cross from either side safely. However, many continue to cross the road today, with lives already lost. Examples like these high-risk areas around the country will continue to keep the National Road Safety Council and police active.
This section long road long 4 miles because this up and planting man die finish. Now NCDC making this overhead bridge long all man by walk about. But all man walk long second this now only walk long using this section long road. Now planting man walk long die finish. About 6 or 7 man may die finish. So me plan National Road Safety Council am looking at this up section the road am dangerous because car ends a speed and speedway na car ends a speed na you crossing road long this up section long road is start car but can killing you anytime. Plenty man die finish or semi to finish. Two play misawi long and one play and mangi play right this start na come die lo yeah. Nara play one play teacher walk him shopping long and start them come die long and go straight long copying long housing and die straight on the spot and die. Two play die. Mipla long National Road Safety Council Mipla discourage him all man marry lo use him this section long road. Mito finish
Welcome back to Olsem Wanem. Road safety concerns everyone, whether you're a driver, passenger or pedestrian. Road accidents inflict emotional, psychological and economical, among many other changing factors, which impact on families and communities involved. Here are some opinions and experience on the importance of road safety within Papua New Guinea.
2009 we had a look at road traffic accidents and 70% were alcohol related. So we need to do something, you know. At the moment, there are laws available, but we are not enforcing it. There is no zero tolerance like what happens in Fiji, Australia. We need to learn from, if we have to learn from somebody, we need to learn from Fiji. Speed limits, no drink driving, breathalyzer tests randomly so that people adhere to the rules and then they don't contribute to unnecessary trauma. Who actually deals with all the problems on board? Our limited staff here, emergency department. So I think people have to take responsibility, look after themselves, do appropriate things. And we're living in the city, be responsible. And when you're genuinely ill or injured, we're happy to see you. If you play rugby and get injured, we're happy to see you. If you climb coconut trees and fall down, we're happy to see you. But not drinking and driving, fighting in the streets. Those are completely unnecessary. I would think of three most important things that the public can contribute to improve services at the emergency department and the hospital. One, yes, of course, we need blood. People have to come and help and donate blood, volunteer to give blood. Normally, you will give about 400 mils, 500 mils of blood. If you donate that amount of blood, it will not cause any significant change to you, so you're still normal. Okay, so don't be scared that you're going to lose a lot of blood. Number two, we want to ask the people to be responsible themselves. It's called primary health care. You do your job, we do our job. Basically preventing. Prevention is better than curing. So, drink driving, keeping yourself clean, basically, eating the right sort of food. That's primary health care. You do your job, and after you have done everything, but if you become ill or injured, then we're happy to take on from there. So people have to be responsible, do your job, we do our job. And thirdly, if they've got some links and connections for donations, we always, kindly, and openly accept donations from anything, from, towels to, give to our patients or bed sheets or anything for that matter.
Okay, we go back to how the drivers obtain their license. Some obtain their license through normal test by police officer. Some just obtain through the registries in other ways, and which result in their driving. So when they cause accident, we have drink driving involved. We have inexperienced drivers, meaning they obtain a license without a proper test. And speeding, reckless driving, speeding, as I have said, many drivers seem to ignore the common traffic rules or regulations. The safety is very, very important. And, some, they violate traffic rules and laws, the regulations, which the drivers supposed to observe those rules, because there are so many things in the traffic regulations rules. We have the signboards or humps, driving through intersections. We have the traffic lights, but drivers are not observing those rules and the signs. One thing, of course, is the drivers driving through traffic lights. The traffic lights, they are there to help us, especially places like Mosby City, where our road is already overcrowded with vehicles, and then we have the traffic lights here, put up by the authorities or by the government to help us. And I yet told the drivers, driving through the traffic lights. Red lights means stop, complete stop. Amber light means also stop. When they see a green light, that's when it allows a driver to drive through. Then when it comes to amber lights, they have to slow down and stop, because the next light will be the red light. But you don't see it that way. When the green light is on, they just rush through or drive through, and then when amber light comes in, they still continue. And you will see 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicles running through the red light. It's also very, very dangerous. So I'm appealing to the drivers, to observe those lights. They are very important, because by observing those lights, it saves life.
And that brings us to the end of this edition. Please be careful on the roads wherever you are in the country. Olsem Wanem would like to thank the National Road Safety Council, Mr. Nelson Tarema and his team for their support, and the Port Moresby 4 Mile Traffic Police Station, Inspector Colliardi and his team. If you have any stories you would like to share, you can contact us on our Facebook page, email or telephone. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your viewing on your #1 station, MTV.